Lesson 36 of Gregg Shorthand Writing, Volume 1. Reading practice number 7. The Administrative Secretary. Business and professional people, public official, and government executive recognize that the administrative secretary of today has achieved a position of respect and esteem through hard work, difficult study, and creative effort, period. The person in this position often has the title of executive secretary or assistant and may have earned the rating of professional secretary, period. The person may have even won an award or received some other honor in the secretarial field, paragraph. Many business people feel that the executive secretary is as valuable to a company as its manufacturing plant or its equipment or, in some instances, the boss, paragraph. The competent, efficient secretary is further described as a kind of all-purpose staff member, diplomat, helpful researcher, and a business lawyer, paragraph. Secretaries to top executives usually earn between $15,000 and $25,000 a year after a few years of experience, and they are well worth the money, period. Working at the top level of management, they must be able to keep an office running smoothly and must have objective judgment to know when to issue orders in the boss's name, period. They conserve the boss's time by screening telephone calls, visitors, and correspondence, period. But they keep the boss well informed on all important details, period. They are sensitive to undercurrents in human relations and are ready to resolve internal and external problems promptly when they discover them. Paragraph. A secretary has been characterized as one who can think for the boss, act for the boss, anticipate the boss's wishes, and help to increase the company's productivity. Paragraph. The right secretary can convey favorable image, please friends, and soothe enemies. Paragraph. The proficient secretary must be able to accomplish a great quantity of work, and the work must be completely accurate. Period. When a secretary corresponds with an executive in another company, that secretary actually represents his or her entire organization in the executive's eyes. Period. If a letter contains an error, the company's image could be damaged. Period. But if the letter is perfect, very good feelings will be created. Paragraph. Extensive interviews with 300 executives recently revealed that secretaries were spending almost 60% of their time with some of the minor operations of the business, such as handling forms, typing reports, and acknowledging general correspondence. Period. They were spending about 10% of their time attending meetings and more than 15% making phone calls, which could easily have been handled by a competent assistant. Period. Unfortunately, only about 15% of their time was actually devoted to practical planning. Period. Still, this survey clearly reveals why business executives attach so much importance to having capable secretaries and why they want responsible persons who can not only handle the ordinary routine work but can also serve as their assistants and free their time for long range planning, the most important part of an executive's job paragraph. Throughout the years, secretarial positions have been filled largely by women, period. A few years ago, though, many business organizations started actively looking for both men and women secretaries who had the makings of future executives. Paragraph. The job of professional secretary never looked brighter than it does today, period. And it is expected to look even brighter in the days ahead, period. The follow-through. It is sometimes said that the person who gets ahead in business is the person who can follow through, period. Exactly what does this mean? Question mark. All it really means that the person who can stick with a particular job until it is satisfactorily completed is the one who will probably receive credit for doing the work, period. It is usually very easy to begin a job, period. It takes diligence and effort, though, to stay with a job until it is successfully finished, period. The person who can initiate a job, a valuable asset to a company, of course, period. But the person who can follow through is of much greater importance. Paragraph. Do not accept a job if you think that you cannot finish it, period. But once you have accepted a job, you should take advantage of every opportunity, turn out a completely finished product, period. You should do this no matter how long it takes or how much effort you must expend, period. When you follow through on every project you undertake, you will soon be recognized as a person who gets things done, period. In addition, you will be well on your way up the ladder of success, period.